always see those videos on TikTok and I've always been curious if I can actually cut it and keep it in shape. But what I'm more curious about is how it actually tastes. Okay, so today we're making flan. I have all my ingredients here. You're just gonna need eggs if you want to make it as well. Just gonna need eggs. This is evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk as well, vanilla essence, some sugar and water. So let's make flan for the first time, guys. I am very positive I can actually ace this dessert. Okay, and you guys know I'm a custard girly. This is actually just a baked custard. So let's make flan. So the first step is to make the caramel, which is basically that brown coating that you see on top, which we're gonna use 1 cup of sugar. And to that we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of warm water. Just gonna stir it up until it dissolves. Sugar has now fully dissolved. We just have to wait for it to turn a deep brown color. I burned my caramel, so we have to start over. Turned back into grain, so we have to start over. I'm also thinking of switching to white sugar instead of brown, so let's try that. Sana, and I don't have white sugar, so I have to order it from Pick and Pay. It's 19 rand, so now I have to find other things to top up with. Just look at that. I could literally just blend this up and put it back in the jar. And we have the white sugar. I ended up topping up with bread and a whole bunch of tomato paste. If you know me, then you know. When you see tomato paste, you see Grace the cookies, okay? But yeah, let's continue. Oh my god. I hope I'm not out of gas. Oh guys, people are always like I'm gonna cry actual tears if I'm out of gas. Okay, we still have gas. Literally almost panicked. Almost panicked. I didn't panic. I almost did though. The sugar has dissolved fully. I just have to wait for it to get brown, and I have to time it that way I don't do what happened with the other one. It's hardening, but it's still clear, so I don't know. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, no, it's tried. It's tried with this sugar. Alright, so we're gonna try a different approach this time. Girl. What's happening? Sana, even my stove is like, girl, just give up. This thing needs to be adjusted. Oh, this thing is hard. So first we're gonna heat up the pan and then add in the sugar and water, and then we're just gonna swirl it around instead of mixing it. Hopefully that does something fun now because I am running out of sugar. Okay, let me not stir it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I don't even want to touch it at this point. I don't think it's changing color though. It is crystallizing, but it's clear. I'm trying to save it by adding water because it's becoming too thick now. This is not a tutorial, by the way, okay? This is where we are. This is good enough for me, Sana. So I'm just gonna add it here, swirl it around. So now I just have to allow this to set while we make the custard. This took longer than I expected, to be honest. And the thing is, I have a creme brulee to make for my final exam practical at culinary school. So imagine caramel. Like, I need to take myself seriously at this point, but it's fine. For the custard, just gonna mix 5 eggs with 1 can of evaporated milk and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This reminds me of Soti every time. Finally, we're gonna add in vanilla essence. I'm just gonna do 2 cups of this. Yeah. Just gonna whisk everything. Finally, I got the color. Already done making the custard, by the way. I had to remake this again. You just have to melt the sugar. Don't add any water, just melt the sugar. This is the custard all done, and here is our baking pan with the caramel sugar. It has now crystallized, so we're just gonna pour this in there. Also gonna strain it just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. It's cracking. I heard it cracking. I really hope that it bakes well. I'm not sure if you guys heard the cracks, but it's leaking. Oh my god. Ooh, Sana. This flan better not embarrass me. Like, I am literally gonna crash out if it does. It's leaking. Yo, I know I'm not having a good day. I'm not having a good day. For real, I'm not. What am I gonna bake this in? This is a spring foam pan, so I'm guessing it's not all the way tight. Should I order another pan and we just redo this whole thing? Okay. We might have to restart this. Very tiny, but it'll work. I forgot to add white sugar into this order since I ran out. So now I'm waiting for the sugar to get delivered. And the thing about it is that I need to constantly be adding things to top up the order that way I qualify for delivery. So now I'm waiting for the sugar and the cheese that costed me 130 rands. Might as well get my steps in while we wait, Sana. I started filming this video at 3:30. Now it's 18:09. I just know editing is gonna be a nightmare because it's gonna be so long. But drop a block of cheese if you're still here. Yeah, just drop a block of cheese on the comments if you made it this far. Hello. So much. And we have the sugar again and the cheese. Fingers crossed. Let's make this flan for real this time. There we go. Finally, we are ready to bake. Only took me 3 hours. Yo. So we're just gonna bake this at 180 for 35 to 40 minutes. And we are gonna put a water bath on the bake. You guys will see what I do. You'll see. I'll see you guys in 35 minutes. The flan is baking, but there's that. What is going on? What is happening today? I forgot to put on the lid. I forgot to cover the... that's why it's puffing up, Sana. I forgot to cover. I was supposed to... Alright, so it's been 40 minutes. I gave it an extra 5 minutes just for good luck. So let's remove it. So here is the flan all done. It did deflate, thank God. Next time I know to actually cover it up with a lid or some foil. Here it is. I just need to let this cool, put it in the fridge just to sit further, and then we'll cut into it tomorrow. Okay, final review of whether this was a pass or a flop is gonna be tomorrow. Okay, so come back for part 2. Love you, bye.